And we are back with Legend of Legaia. Last time we were leaving Rim Elm and we had stopped outside of this hunter's camp. Now, you might notice that my numbers are a little bit different. That's because I kind of ran back and forth between here and Rim Elm and gained myself just a couple of levels to make the next portion of this a little bit easier. So for the time being, I have not entered into the Hunter's Spring as of yet, because when I do, a cutscene will start, and I wanted to save that for recording. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, Vaughn, I'm glad you came. I'm impressed. You made it here all by yourself? You're so confident. You are a lot hardier than us hunters. By the way, Vaughn, see that guy over there? Don't know him? Well, we come here often, but this is the first time we've met someone else here. He says his name is Azam, and he was telling us the most amazing story. Vaughn, you should go talk to Azam too. And we are going to go ahead and do that. I am called Azam. I serve King Drake, ruler of Drake Kingdom. So, you are Vaughn. The hunters have told me of you. You have done great deeds. You have my gratitude. Tell me why you are grateful. Yes, this is about something that happened before the mist reached here. I was heading to Rim Elm under King Drake's orders to warn them of the mist. But the mist caught up with me and I became a Suru monster. From what I hear, it is your deeds that enabled me to become a human again. That is why I am grateful. Thank you so much. Drake is surrounded by the mist, and King Drake is surely awaiting you. Your powers. With your powers, our castle could be saved. Will you help us? Why not? Oh, thank you. Please do whatever you can to save Drake Castle. Before I departed, the king had made a frightening decision. I hope he is safe. Alright, so we have some statues up here. These give you some basic tutorials on the game. Strange script on the pedestal reads Art Secrets. So you can learn a lot of this stuff that we've already been going through. Secrets of Magic, which we have not come across yet. I'm not going to read through all of this. Secrets of Accessories. And the secrets of fighting. We'll go through that stuff as we go. However, clean water flows from the spring. Do you wish to drink this water? Yes. What delicious, refreshing water. HP and MP are completely restored. So yeah, you'll find places like this throughout the game randomly. And they are a good indication that you might want to level up a little bit, which is why I leveled up to 4. So that being done, let's go ahead and continue on. You'll see that we're getting into a battle. Oh, we are now considered in the mist, so we're going to start fighting multiple enemies, as well as possibly running into some more Ra Serus. Or not Ra Serus, Seru monsters. Capturable ones. So let's do... We can do 5. Down, up, 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 down, down. Nope. Oops. Nope. down, right. Nighty night. No, I'm just gonna auto these. I think I can take these things out in 2 rounds with just basic attacks. Yeah, not too bad. There will be another opportunity to grind in the next area, which I will probably do till about level 7 or 8. But we are now approaching, eventually, Drake's Castle. And eventually at some point I will probably start cutting out most of the repeated random encounters, but for a little while I will include them. We should be able to make it into the castle before we get into another fight. Drake Castle. We have a chest over here. There's a door of light in the treasure chest. Vaughn now has a door of light. Those, I believe, teleport out of dungeons. So if we get to a point where we're in trouble, we can use that up to escape out and try and make it back to a place where we can heal. We're going to come across a different series of enemies. Also, if you did not catch that Gimard back in Rim Elm, you have another chance to capture them here. And in fact, this is a very good chance to start leveling up your very own Gimard. But in the beginning here, this is a fairly tough area. And so don't be afraid to run if you need to until you get up to the area where there's an area here and here where you can rest up and heal, and it's a great opportunity to farm some XP as well as level up your Gimard. Alright, so let's go on in here. Start seeing some caged people in. You can try and talk. No, you can't talk to these ones. But they're all caged away. You can't really do too much. Door is locked and we'll open the door. It says Sunrise Gate. We need to find the key to that gate. The case says, contain Sunrise Key. Do you wish to open the case? Of course. Sunrise Key is in the case. Vaughn now has a Sunrise Key. There's a sense of sadness in the eyes of the Seru. Yeah. Vaughn, take a good look. This is a human possessed by a Seru. I have looked into this person's mind the same way I spoke to your mind. But the Seru controlling this person's spirit is too strong, and I couldn't make out any words. The only way to return these people to normal is to drive away the mist. So each time you approach the door or the cage, it'll repeat that. Ooh, skeletons. Our Gimar just leveled up. I want to save my MP for another type of enemy we might run into. It's a little bit more of a pain in the ass. Get some nice XP in here, though. All right, now that we have the key, we can go through this door. Sunrise gate opened. See if we can take out a skeleton in 2 rounds without 3 rounds. So it's 3 rounds either way. Wait, so maybe 4 rounds? So maybe I do need a spirit. Also, sometimes the auto attack is a little bit of a crapshoot. It doesn't always use an art. I wish it would, at least, if you had the AP for it. So I might stop relying on it so much. At least until I start to become a little bit stronger, I have more people in my party to make things go quicker. Especially right now, I really don't have a lot of resources to use. Healing leaf. Vaughn now has the healing leaf. On the bookshelf is a book titled Drake Castle's Water. Do you wish to read it? Yes. Drake Castle's water is pleasing and potent. When used to water fields, grains grow tall and thick. Beasts that drink it grow strong. Even without food, one is safe so long as there is the rich water of Drake to drink. Vaughn closed the book. We got some more people possessed by Seru with, oh, here's the Drake ghosts. These things can be annoying. Low attacks do not affect them. It's best to use Gimards on them. Yep, there it is. There's a hidden chest over here that contains a Fury boost, which when used, extend action gauge for one battle. So basically, it allows you to extend that person's turn to use the item to extend their spirit bar without them having a spirit. Case says contains lightning key. Do you wish to open the case? Yes. Vaughn inserted the lightning key into the keyhole. The lightning gate opened. Two Gimards. This one shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, level up. A slightly sealed diary. Do you wish to read it? Yes. Harvest month, day 2. The harvest festival isn't far. I can't wait. But King Drake seems uneasy. Harvest month, day 4. A messenger from the north said the mist has covered Jeremy. King Drake is pale. Harvest month, day 5. A strange building has been built in the valley in the north to the northeast. Soldiers sent by King Drake to investigate failed to return. Harvest month, day 7. A curfew has been declared. The royal scientists are investigating the mist. I hope they find a solution so my dear King Drake can be free of his anguish. Harvest month, day 10. The mist has appeared in Drake Kingdom. The eastern plain is covered. From the watchtower, the mist seems to be coming from the building in the valley. Day 13. King Drake has forbidden the use of the Seru. The harvest festival is cancelled. That's understandable considering how the mist is affecting the Seru. Day 14. I can't believe the king's order, but we are compelled to obey. Obeying is my duty as one who serves King Drake. The rest is all blurred and illegible. On return the diary. Survival knife. And that's why we did not buy one back in Rim Elm. Case stars contains star key. Do you wish to open the case? Of course. We now have the star key. That is it for MP for now. think I've left something over here. Ah, there's another hidden chest. I knew it. I have a checklist of items. I'm going to try and get all items, but I'm not going to promise it'll be 100% completion. As best as I can. Guides for this game are kind of older style, and my memory of the game is like the story and everything I remember as clear as day, but fine details, that's questionable. It has been over 20 years since I fully played this game. Hell, almost 30 years at this point. This is an old game and I'm an old man. With any luck, we shouldn't really have to do any running from battle. Consider the star key. Gate is opened. This might be a little bit of a tough fight. That Drake Ghost can really hurt. Let's see. Don't want to do any down attacks. Actually, this one should be fine. Even though it has a down attack in it. It's to a combo, so. Alright, we are now in the throne room. We'll first come over here. A letter in the treasure says, "To the human traveler that finds this." Do you wish to read it? Yes. I am Drake III, King of Drake. I know not who will read this letter, but anyone who makes it through the mist must have powers greater than the mist. No doubt you have seen the Ra Seru monsters in the castle's dungeons. Those monsters are in fact my dear retainers and the people of my kingdom. When the mist approached, we tried many ways to drive it back. We even prayed to the Genesis tree of Mount Rakura to the north. Legend says that the tree has the power to save the human race. In the end, we decided to lock ourselves in the dungeon and wear Suru's surrounding mist. Until the day the mist goes away, we locked ourselves in the dungeon so the sewer madness would not force us to harm anyone. So, traveler, I ask you to drive away the mist, as we were powerless to do so. You are our only hope for the future, the hope that sustains us. Those scroll way too fast and cut off way too soon. I had to pause the play there. Vaughn put the letter back, the letter. And then we have our last key, the mountain key. Oh, Vaughn now has the mountain key. And then this room to the right over here has a battle in front of it. Weapon, I should be able to take this guy out in 2 rounds now. Yeah. Oh no, I should use some healing items. I'm not going to. This is a safe room. Bond, the door to this room is quite strong. If you shut the door tightly, you should be able to rest peacefully in here. Do you want to rest? Yeah. A wise decision. While you are sleeping, I will stand guard. Bond, I apologize for interrupting your dream. There is something I must tell you about the Seru and my powers. That's right, the Seru. They are horrible creatures. But the Seru themselves are not at fault. The mist is responsible for all of this. I have special powers to use against the Seru. I can assimilate with the Seru that the mist has made mad. Special powers of the Seru will combine with my own, making me a powerful weapon. I have already absorbed the abilities of Gamard, the fire Seru you have fought. It is not always possible to absorb the abilities of a Seru by fighting it. Nevertheless, let's try to fight as many Seru as we can and hope we absorb its powers. You can use the Seru abilities by expending MP. When to use it is up to you. Just remember that MP is limited. And we are completely full on HP and MP now. Bond, you look so much better now. We can come over here. There's a book titled Research Notes. The reports were correct, as I feared. Any human wearing a Seru ceases to be a human in the mist. But because of some power, a person possessed by a Cray Seru also ceases to age. That means a person wearing a Seru could live for 100, 1,000 years, nay, forever. But is immortality worth giving up being human? That I do not know. I must report this to King Drake at once. Turn the book to the bookshelf. And then in here, Firebook 1 is in the treasure chest. Now it's Firebook 1. That teaches us the all-powerful. Tornado Flame, which is our first hyper art. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to grind up some levels out there. I'm going to try and get to at least level 7 before we continue on. And then once I get to that level 7, I will resume the video. All right, and we are now level 7. And all I did was went out, ran around in circle, and just constantly kept casting Gamard, which in the process got up to level 7, which I believe the max level is 9, and they level up based on just how many times you use them. The MP stays the same as they level up. They do more damage, and they get additional abilities. Like now, whenever Gamard attacks, it lowers the enemy's attack by 10%. I think it started at 5. It's now at 10%, and at max level, it might go up to 15%. I'm not sure. It's been a minute. But yeah, that is where we are with that. So now that we have the key, we've done a bit of the grinding that we needed to, it is time to leave this place. Vaughn inserted the mountain key into the keyhole. The mountain gate opened. And of course, get into another battle. Enemies are slightly easier now, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, this early in the game, just a couple levels makes all the difference. I agree, shoota. If that's what he even said. And then we are back out onto the field behind Drake Castle as we move on to our next destination. And almost true to form, these style of games, they almost always give you one last fight just before entering where you need to go. Oh no, poisoned. This is lucky one of those games where poison does wear off at the end of battle. Okay, I don't need to do autos on those guys because they're too high up in the air. Oh, I can now do 4 attacks. Oh, no, I can't. Although, this is a good time to show you Tornado Flame. Now that one actually cost AP to use. Divide, nice. That halves their HP, but doubles my XP gain from them. Yeah. You're weak now, but it'll wear off. Alright, let me go ahead and do a quick heal. Alright, and then we are going to go ahead and end this episode here. And when we continue on, we will be heading off towards Mount Rikuroa. Till next time, see you later.